Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play a 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
6-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brought him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hill on the tackle.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock now on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a game.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Dolphins
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. A 2-yard pickup makes
a nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Vaughn Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Denver.
Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Watch the run.
They run with Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Breida, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Drill green.
Now Tua. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tua sets up to pass it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning it, here's Hamler. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going deep for Hopkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Locke looks to throw it again. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. He gets away from one, and he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A 3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
10-10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
On 1st down, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Jerry.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Set. Nice.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
46-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up 4th down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
12 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Block working out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal, Denver.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second and goal now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Tua going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The Broncos.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
16-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Denver. Tonight's
so this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total